Why don't you start by introducing yourself?
Hello, my name is Daniel. I am the singer of Gurriers.
Okay. And is this your first time playing Texas?
It's our first time playing America.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. What is your impression of it so far, of the country?
Yeah, it's big. Everything's so big. I've been to America a couple of times in my life, but I guess I'm not used to it yet. It's a very different world to where I live in, and it's quite daunting and scary as well for someone who lives in Dublin, in the nicest way possible. I'm just a little bit scared. That's all.
Okay. I know that you canceled South by Southwest last year because of the deal with
the U.S. Army and weapon manufacturers, and it's coalition with Palestine and other countries. Well, it felt like the right thing to do at the time. It became the right thing that actually worked out. They don't have sponsorship in the festival anymore, though I did see that the CIA have done events at the festival, so fuck the CIA as well. You can put that one down. Watch out there. I think it's one of those things that you can also play at a festival and also protest. I feel like by not playing at the festival, you were shown a side of protest, but also playing at the festival and speaking out for what is happening is another form of protest. And both are as equally as important as the other.
And I noticed some of you were saying Free Palestine at the end as well.
Yeah. Well, we have very, very strong feelings towards it. I think a lot of people do. A lot of people don't as well, and I understand that because people grow up in different ways of life, and that's unfortunately the way things go. But yeah, it feels like being Irish as well, and having an Irish history of over colonization from the British. We feel quite deeply about it because of the ancestral guilt and ancestral feelings towards it, I guess.
I'm curious, could you give me some background on the Gurriers and how you formed?
Yeah, so me and Mark, the guitarist with the hat on tonight, we met in McDonald's years and years ago, and we really enjoyed each other's company and how we loved music and film, and we all became friends. I've been friends with Mark and Ben for about 11 years, Charlie's the baby of the band in the way that he's actually in the band a year only, but we're all really, really close friends, and we get on really well, and it's a dream to be able to be in a band, but also even more important to be in a band with people you really enjoy and are friendly with.
One thing I noticed, you're a very, energetic and commanding on-stage performer. Where do you suppose that, comes from?
Undiagnosed ADHD. It's funny because it's true. I don't know. I think there is this anger that a lot of people feel, and there's the catharsis that you get from playing concerts. You can either once in a blue moon go into one of those office spaces that you could smash up, those smash rooms and stuff, and do that if you want, or you could be in a band and scream at people from all over the world instead. I picked the harder one. Yeah.
And what would you say are some of the band's biggest influences?
Yeah, there's definitely influences all over. Like Mark will be very influenced by Tribe Called Quest and hip hop and other artists in that kind of vein. I'd be very influenced by Tom Waits and Nick Cave, although I don't sound like any of them in any way, but I just love the way they write as lyricists. And Kate Bush is very big for me for melody. Radiohead is in there, like fucking Nine Inch Nails. Just, the list goes on.
As you've been in, how do you find people responding to the message on stage, like the anti-fascist song? Do you have people come forward and say thank you?
I think the reception's always quite good. If the reception was bad, we shouldn't be playing there. Yeah, no, I think it is good, and I think people are, as we all are, we're quite fucking sick of how the world is going at the moment, and how, very strong, powerful countries are at the brink of World War III. It's scary. And if we can get our anger out all together in a communal way, there's that, again, catharsis, and there's that kind of sense of like anger and release that people need to get, and I think it's important.